Okay, should we talk about masks for a minute? This year at Veritas, we will be wearing masks. Masks everywhere you are in the whole building. If you're in the classroom seated at your desk, you will have your mask on. If you get up to use the bathroom, keep your mask on. Walking in the hallways, keep your mask on. We want to be at school. We really, really do. And one way that we can do it is to not be sick. The masks will help us to be as healthy as possible in this crazy year. So we will wear our masks. And it is part of my job to remind you to wear your masks. So understand that I do so out of love and care that we can all be healthy this year and stay together so we don't have to go home and do virtual, which is, something else, isn't it? My favorite masks are these Hanes masks. I find them most often at Giant Eagle, very close to the checkout in Marietta, the Giant Eagle in Marietta. Yes, they look like a diaper on your face. Yes, they look like the material that underwear is made out of, and I don't care. They are the softest, most breathable. You can get them in black or in white. I recommend that you bring multiple masks to school. Once you have worn one for a while, it starts to get a little like sticky and stuff. It's just even more unpleasant to wear. So if you have extras, you can change your mask during the day and feel fresh. If you have an issue with the masks or any sort of health reasons, please communicate with me. I have a little microphone that I can wear while I teach, which will hopefully improve your hearing ability so you can hear me with my mask on. Anyway, there are a couple other things in addition to the masks that we are going to try to control in our classroom. One is distancing. I showed you how far the desks are apart, and that is for a reason. We should not be sharing supplies. We should not be touching each other's stuff. We should not be hanging out in large groups. So the desks are as far apart as I could reasonably make them. They are not 6 feet, but they are my best ability to separate us. In addition, we will not be using the lockers like we have in the past. I may still assign lockers to kids to keep overflow, like extra overflow things, but I don't want children going to the lockers and congregating at the lockers and being too close together while we're in a tight space like our classroom. So I have bins for every student that you will keep at your desk. Here is, here's Suniva's desk, and right underneath she has this handy dandy bin, which she has already put a lot of books and materials in, so including like a dictionary and a thesaurus that we will need to use, and it slides right under her desk for easy access, and she can keep all of her extra things. So far, her desk does not look too full, so I'm encouraged thinking that these big fat Latin binders have a nice home right at your own station, and then all of your needs can be right here at your desk. There's a chance I will also ask you to keep, like your coat can stay on your chair throughout the day, and we might even keep our backpacks at our desks. Guys, I haven't figured everything out yet, including, I'm gonna tell you now, bathroom breaks. Only 2 kids at a time in the bathroom. How am I gonna do that? We'll figure it out, but just so you know, these protocols are still evolving. It would be wonderful, fantastic, if every kid could have at their desk their own little sanitizer. I will pick up some extras if you don't have one. That will be yours to use if you ever get up and touch a book in the classroom or a doorknob on your way to like the bathroom. Even if you go to the bathroom and wash your hands in the bathroom, which of course you will, right? We all wash our hands when we're done in the bathroom, right? When you come back, you will have touched a doorknob. So anytime you sit down at your desk, go ahead and give yourself a squirt of your own personal hand sanitizer. That way you can stay as clean as possible. So I have a giant jug. Hopefully, I wonder how long it'll last us. You place your bets now. A giant jug of hand sanitizer, and I can refill your little personal bottles throughout the year. Do not waste the sanitizer, guys. Don't. You can use it when you need it, which will be often, but don't pour it on your desk and make puddles just for fun. Sanitizer is an important tool for us this year. Please use it wisely and use it often. Okay, so we want to keep our desktops clean as can be, meaning don't clutter them with books. See how clean it is here? This whole latitude is cleared off. At the end of every day, spritz, 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 we will spray down the desks and the chairs, and then we will flip our chairs on top of our desks so that the floors can be cleaned every single night. So this is what it will look like at the end of every day. A nice clean down of everything so we can have a fresh start in the next morning. So distance is important this year, being clean, washing our hands often, sanitizing often. All of that is important. I have 2 more things that are important to me to control our health and safety. A third thing on my list of 4 is ventilation. So in our classroom, we share this air. Luckily, it is a pretty big space, tall ceilings and whatnot. And for the first time in my life, I'm kind of grateful that our windows are a little bit leaky, because that means that we are getting some fresh air in and some dirty air out, or used air out. Also, both of our air conditioner units do work. They are noisy, but I can turn one on exhaust and one on ventilation, and so it will pull fresh air into our classroom. And then on the other side of the classroom, I can do the other setting, and it will exhaust the used air out. So I feel pretty positive about that. We also can plan to open our windows frequently, as much as we are comfortable doing so, to have a fresh flow of air. I have a little fan that I can blow as well. I think all of that helps to keep a clean atmosphere in here. So that's ventilation. And then last on my list, of course, is the masks. So I think I've covered them all. Sanitizing often, keeping our distance, ventilation, and masks. Now, I know the masks are a burden. They are no fun to wear. I hope you can even understand this video, because I've had my mask on the whole time. Masks, like I said, you'll want to change them often, and we as a class will want to take mask breaks. If we can finish our work, our schoolwork, quickly, we will walk outside and we will take our masks off so we can breathe. We will stand at a distance. It's good to keep your fingertips arm's length away from the next person's arm length away fingertips, arms width apart. Even when we are outdoors, it would be good to distance, and we will do our best to breathe and feel good as often as we possibly can. So I'm thinking at least once an hour we're gonna need like a 5-minute breathe break outside. It's just to take our masks off and get a fresh start. That means that when we come back into this classroom and sit down at our desks, we can be quiet and still. We will have our masks on, and we can focus on our lesson for those few minutes that we absolutely need to be focused with the masks on, and then another break, and we will manage our day that way.